here we are back with another exercise. So today we will be using the remove filter function to alter the ways of the context filter behave in DAX. So this is a measure. You can go on the site, you can click here and you can download the file. So I have already downloaded the file, so this is the file, and let's see what we can do. So it's saying that on page 1 you will find a chart showing count of tracks for different track lengths. Yes, we have the chart. So it's saying create a measure to calculate the maximum value of track length total second column. Remove every filter. Use this measure to set the maximum value. Okay, so we need to add one measure, track length total second. Create a measure to calculate the maximum value of track length total second column. So if I write a measure called max length, and if I use max and then column was to track length total second, we click enter, and then if I put this measure here instead of count of tracks, so it's giving me something like this. Ideally it should give like this. So you're saying that create a measure to calculate the maximum values, or the removing every filter. Use this. So we will be adding remove filters. We'll be using calculate maximum of this, then filter would be remove filter on track, I guess so, and if I click enter and OK, track, yeah. So here we will just take the remove filter only and then click OK. For now what we will do, we will take the count track as in here, and going to the next page we will be working on this. And if we go in our chart, there they have mentioned that we have to create some measures. So one measure is already there, that's the sum of the track length seconds. So if you see an example, Bruno Mars is 6227. So if I go down here, where is Bruno Mars? So we will be calculating these three measures. One is this sum of track length total second on the track album. So I will be just copying this name from here, and we will be adding a measure. So this measure is already created, so we do not need to create this measure. So what we will do, we will create one example from all of these. So we will create one measure called track length percentage of album. So I will be remaining it as track length percentage of album. So we will be calculating the sum of track length, and then no, not calculating but divide sum of track length, and in denominator we will be taking sum of track length, where we will be removing filter from track table. So if I click enter here, and if I put this measure in this table and I format it into the percentage, yeah, so you can see here in the website, if I go and check for Bruno Mars, I don't know why I'm not having Bruno Mars here. Do we have any other? If I just go here and if I select one slicer and then artist name, and if I click Bruno Mars here, and if I see the values here, which is 0.24%, and here for the artist we are taking artist, and in the measure we have taken track. So instead of track we have to take the album column, album table here. So if I click enter, so here you can see that Bruno Mars 100% and 11% for 24K. So from here, instead of the album, we will be removing filters from track name, and if I click enter, now you can see that we have 100%, and for 24K magic we have 100%, and then too good to say 13%. If we check 24K 11.25%. so if I check for 24K 11.25%, yes, this is the correct value. Same ways you can do it for other measures like the artist, removing the artist from here and then the tracks, and then you will have your answer. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.